Beautiful wild spots that one finds on the countryside. I've come across this lovely little lake not far from Leslie, it's just below the chateau here, trying to find out the owner because I'd like to get permission for full time here. I haven't managed to yet, so I'm going to just take a chance on giving it a bit of fishing today. I've seen carp in here and it looks a beautiful place. I've just been throwing a bit of bread around further around and I've seen what looks like rudd coming up, so we're getting something rising. What happens here, I guess we can see anything moving around. It's just good to see what's come out. I'm going to set my rods up just into this corner over here because that's where the inlet comes in, a little stream coming in there, and I've seen fish just basking there earlier, so I'm going to get just underneath where those reeds are there. Well, something just came up with some bread then. You can see slight swirl there. It doesn't look like a carp, but there's fish in here anyway. There's not much going for it yet, but a little swirl, a little piece of crust under the water. And we're just trying a little bit of crust out here before we go into the corner. There's nothing much coming up. Well, I think we'll move round to that corner in a moment because nothing's come up with that bread really. It's certainly a beautiful spot. But they're wild fish. Well, just put a bit of bread out here. There's been a few fish rising. Who knows? But there's no carp, so just hidden amongst this lot is a delightful spot. See if we can catch something here, but they're very wild. We're nicely set up here now, but there's not much happening in the way of fishes yet. There's a few little rudd coming up at the surface, but there's no sign of any carp. Place I might have to come back to. Well, I've just put a smaller rig on and a little bit of bread just to see what we can get. And here we go. A little roach. Looks like quite a fat little one, ideal for bait. Unfortunately I didn't bring the bucket with me today, but could be a good place to come for bait for the future, for the Salura and the Zander, couldn't it? But there we go. At least it's something today, I'm not water licked. Oh, I've got another roach bite out there again, it's running. See what happens. Yep, they're in. That's quite a nice fish, this one. I did get caught up in the branches above me. Let's see what we've got. Oh yes, it's a nice roach. I won't use a landing net, but look at that, that's a beautiful fish. This is what I thought might be in here. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect little roach, isn't that beautiful? Well, I'm catching a few interesting fish, you never know what might come along. So we'll just slip him back into the water. There we go, he's away. Got something else having a nibble out there. It's only small stuff. Even so, at least it makes the day worthwhile. Up into this lovely place to be. Beautiful wild spots that one finds on the countryside. If we don't catch, I think one reason will be because they had floods here a week or two ago, and a lot of the fish, apparently at least a dozen or so, were washed over the weir, and they've had to bring them back up again. So obviously it's had a good stirring up. So that's probably why the fish are a bit sensitive and we're not doing very well yet. I have permission to fish this place fully. I've just met somebody who's working on the house, and it seems possible. It should be lovely to come back here and try different methods out. So we'll go here to the I guess there's Barbel here. Lovely looking spot. It's right by the road, so it's easy to get at. It just shows you, for those of us that can't walk so well, how easy it is to find good fishing within striking range. Now let's see, the problem here will be if I get one, how to get it out, because it's a bit high up. I'll just put it right down over there in that bit of current, just at the edge there, I think. Let's see how we do just down there. Looks a nice sandbar, that. Just drop it in there, there we go. So, beautiful bit of river, but you just never know what's in them. I just had a small fish rising and jumping about out there, so I thought I'd put a spinner across and just make sure there's nothing carnivorous having a go. Let's just try it out and see. Never know. Fairy Tale Chateau, just above the lake. It wouldn't be hard to imagine the horse and carriage coming up here to the chateau and stopping here, pulling in. Well, here we are down at that lovely private pond again. I now have permission. The owner very kindly so that I can come and fish as I want. In return I'll do a painting for him with his house. What I've done is just been down to the swim and cleared some of the branches that were above, making it impossible to cast. Just made it a nice, neat, tidy job as a fishing spot. And I'm just getting the rods ready now. Well, I'm going to make a determined effort on these fish this morning. We've got two heavier rods set up here. One with tackle for either worm or sweet corn, another one with a little bobble float-on for floating crust, another one for maggot, and another one for light for sweet corn or light worm. So we're going to get these rods out. I'm going to try first of all in the deeper water. I've seen a carp just down here now this morning. Sun's out, beautiful day. I've seen a carp just down here about 8 or 9 pounds, just basking up towards the fresh water. So we know that they're there. They're so wary in this wild pond. Let's see what we can do today, see if we can get a nice one out. This is where we're fishing today, over in that corner. Well, recently the pond flooded and the fish came over into here and they rescued them, but I just wonder if there are any left in here still feeding. I'm just going to fish on this little pontoon first of all. First thing I'm going to do is take a little worm and try him just out here in these lovely depths. What a bubbles here the other week. I just want to see if there's any tension here on the bottom. Let's try it out and see. Right, I've got 3 rods out on the bottom now. One with sweet corn, one with worm and one with maggot. There's a lot of bubbles coming around the float. I put a bit of sweet corn and ground bait out, but nothing's actually taking. I'll give it another 20-30 minutes and then we'll move over to the corner and start baiting that up where it's shallow. And we'll see if there's anything out there on the maggot as well. Just next to it. Something has taken the worm. Oh, we've got a nice fish on there. What have we got? Let's see what we've got here. Is it a tench? No, it's a small carp on worm. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? So there we go already. Worm is the job here. Go and get my landing net. If that's the case. Nice little mirror carp, look. You can go back quickly. Not one of the biggies, but excellent start. So we'll go down the little track which takes us just down to the pond. You can see here, it's beautiful here. And creep down here and take a look and see if the carp has come back in yet. I've just done a little bit of clearance and taken a few of the branches off just above the swim so that I can swing a rod now. I lost a nice float last week. Here we are now. Anything out there? Just go down carefully, but so carefully in case. There's a lovely carp here just now. As you see you can see the bow waves there of something just going out. Start baiting up this swim. Just to get anything interesting. Definitely some fish around here. I wish I could get the carp coming up for bread. If I could do that, be away. Right, now we're fishing for the small stuff. We've got a maggot rod out and there's a few small fish moving around out there. Some of them just too small, I can't hook them, but we'll have a bit of bait for fishing for zander later, I expect. Let's get these small ones in and we'll get a couple of decent baits out later once we've got some fish that are just right for bait. These are perfect. Put them into the net. And it's one after the other, and they're just nice sized fish as well. Look, perfect for the bait for the silurian and the sander. So if we can get 30 of these, it'd be good. So we seem to be into a carp here on the worm. That's nice. Yes, nice. Not a very heavy line this, so I've got to be careful. I've got all these trees to deal with as well, but that's good. The only problem is I've got this rod still out. And at the same time as fighting a carp. So got that one out of the way. And get on with the carp. Who's by now right under there, under those trees somewhere. Come on, up here something, that's it. Concentrate. Get some side strain on and see if we can get him out. Amongst those trees. Should be using slightly heavier gear really, but we're doing alright. He's coming. Nice to know we can catch carp in here on the worm. So there he is. Need a landing net. Here we go. Oh, beautiful fish. Or is it a... Yes, it is a common. I thought it was a Creuse at first for a minute. Beautiful, eh? That's it. Back up. Well, here's a very nicely proportioned little common carp. Nice to get our first reasonable fish out of here. Although they're a lot bigger than this, but it means that there are a good stock of fish in here, which is nice to see. So let's see if we can get something bigger. You don't get much more ideal fishing places than this, do you? Absolutely beautiful, and what I came to France for. We had about 15-20 little roach, one or two nice ones, 2 small carp, one about £3 and one about 1.5. Nothing big yet, still a chance. It's 1 o'clock, so you know it's still warm. Seen 1 or 2 larger fish just basking around. We'll see what happens. Get back into the small roach again. We've got the worm rod out again. Perfect size for bait. I just casted out some maize into this swim to see what we get, and a nice roach has taken it almost straight away. Look, lovely roach. So, put the worm in to try it out again. So we've got 1 rod out with sweet corn, 1 with maggot, and now 1. We've got another fish on the sweet corn, late afternoon. I think it's only a roach. It'd be nice to get another carp while we're here, but at least something's come back on the feed. It's been a long time. Yes, another nice little roach. We've got something on the sweet corn. Just taking it away. I think it's only a roach or something. See what we got there. Yeah, we can. Oh, it's just dropped off. Nice little roach, I think that was. And we'll just land 1 last fish before we go, I think. Just on the sweet corn. 1 just taken, I'm just packing up now. We'll just have another roach in. Nice fish again. I'll just go into the net with the rest. And we'll see what we're taking back for bait. Right, now it's time to see what we've got for the day. Quite a nice bundle of fish. We'll take out 1 of these for bait. Amongst them are some very nice roach. This one, for instance, beautiful fish, look. But too big to take away for bait, we'll put him back in. There we go then, that's all the fish out. Well, here's the fish in the aquarium, ready to go out for bait. Some for pets, but it seems a bit sad, but this is the way of life. Big fish eat small fish, I eat big fish.
To get it done whilst the MOT is 6 months old.
Exactly, yeah.
So we were going to wait. I lose my English because I've been here that long.